Hi everyone, Frag Guy here, and today I want to talk about Layton and one of its clone, Khadlaj Azure Velvet. So, there are lots of talk about Layton. Layton is really hyped up fragrance in the in our fragrance community, right? Lot of people like Layton. So, Layton actually smells like vanilla, apple vanilla cake type smell with or apple vanilla pie type smell with a lot of or a large dose of lavender. So if you are someone who is a fan of lavender apple vanilla combination, this is going to be most of your favorite perfume. I have encountered many enthusiasts or influencer, and many of their most favorite perfume was Layton, right? Because it is actually little bit dark, little bit masculine, and really mass pleasing kind of scent. And in the dry down, it gets a lot more woody. So the thing is, and performance is really good. The thing is, what does Azure Velvet do, right? Is it a good fragrance? Is it a good alternative to Layton? So let me tell you that. In short, yes, it is actually a really good alternative to Layton. So if you are a fan of that original DNA, it is slightly fresher take on that Layton DNA, right? So in Layton, you will get lavender, apple, vanilla combination, but here in the opening, you will get a little bit nice dose of lemon bergamot combination. All right, so that's why it opens up fresher and it stays that kind of fresh compared to Layton throughout the whole journey of this fragrance. So towards the dry down, even though it gets little bit woody, but I think that little bit freshness that stays throughout the whole journey of this fragrance. It has uh, a little nuances of white florals in this fragrance too, but that those white florals are not very prominent like apple and vanilla. So those are the main things of this fragrance. And towards the dry down, it gets little bit woody, but it still is not as deep or as it is not as dark as Layton. So if you are someone who is looking for a little bit less deep and little bit kind of fresher take on the Layton DNA, this is going to be a very good fragrance. Uh, I would say the smell wise, it goes around like 80% similarity to the original Layton, and it stays for around like 6 to 7 hours on clothing. But the projection is actually weak. I think for like 1 hour and or 90 minutes, kind of it will kind of project around you, but the projection bubble is not that big. It is actually like 1 feet radius kind of projection. All right. So if you are someone who doesn't like very loud fragrance, I think this is gonna be it. But I just opened up the box like 5 or 6 days ago, so the performance may change during the winter, and with maturation and maceration, the performance may upgrade. So I will try to update you guys on the performance and projection. But right now, the projection is not very good, and the price is around like $30 to $35. So for that price, you will get a really nice, uh, Layton alternative, and the performance is not very bad. The projection is just not that great. So you have to kind of you have to kind of trade off little bit. Like with price, you will get little bit. With this price, you will get little bit less performance. And if you want to spend more, then of course you can go for Layton. So, but for now, this is actually a really solid fragrance, and I highly recommend it. So, thank you. I'll see you in the next one.